welcome to this live on how I made $30K in 3 days, the most insane Black Friday I've ever had. And the 10 things, I'm going to share 10 tips that I did to pull this off and to create this. And if you're new to me, hi, I'm Jackie. You may know me as the EFT tapping girl that helps people release and receive with this amazing somatic tool called tapping. I run something called Tapping School, which is a certification program that teaches people how to use EFT, how to heal themselves, how to heal others. And it's just an incredible skill that once you learn it, it can absolutely change your life. And today I'm going to share how it's not necessarily tapping themed, it's more business themed, but I work with a lot of practitioners. One of the reasons I created my program is in Tapping School is to help practitioners succeed, not just be certified, but to get results, to get sales, to get clients, because I saw too many people being certified in things and then never doing anything with them. And so today I'm going to share with you this little bit of strategy, the steps that I took to create this 30K weekend. It was tons of fun. And the momentum from it, this is just the beginning. Each day we've had sales come in from it. So what I plan to do moving forward. Awesome. Hi, Shauna. So good to see you. Hi, Jen. Hi, Courtney. Hi, Raylyn. I'm so excited you're here live too. Hi, Leah. Hi, Anne. Oh, so great to see so many of you here. Sorry, I shook the camera. So if you have any questions, feel free to drop them in here for me. I have a really fun game to play at the end. It's a really great opportunity. If you stay to the end, you'll get a chance to be a part of that. But let's dive in. So I'm going to share the 10 things I did to create 30K in 3 days. And we're going to dive right into number 1. So number 1 is my daily non-negotiables. For the past, I would say 3 months, I've been really disciplined on doing my 5 daily non-negotiables. I learned these from Dan Martell. If you don't know who he is, I'm giving him a shout out. Go follow him. He has a great book called Buy Back Your Time. And I did a month training with him. And the number 1 thing he has us start with is your daily 5 non-negotiables. No matter what your goal is, doing these 5 things every day. So those are: number 1, every day, make sure that you are moving your body for a minimum of 45 minutes a day. So that was the first thing. I started doing that every day, even if it was just a walk, every day, making sure I was moving my body. Number 2, I started posting daily. He recommends 3 times a day, but you can just start with posting every day, no matter what. Number 3 was writing down my goals every day. So I would write down, every day I write down my 25-year goal, my 1-year goal, my quarterly goal, my monthly goal, my weekly goal, my daily goal. I know it seems like a lot, but just doing that every day has significantly changed the way that I'm moving in my business. That was number 3. Number 4 is reading 10 pages a day minimum of something that is feeding your soul. And then number 5 is doing 5 opens a day. 5 opens is creating 5 conversations with potential customers every day. And I just started this on Instagram. Anytime I get a new follower, I send them a message. And if you're one of them, hi. I just send them a message, say, hey, thank them for following me, and then ask them if they would love a free tapping resource or if there's anything I could help them with. So that's the first thing I did to start creating this momentum. The daily disciplines, these 5 daily non-negotiables, created the foundation to build to this 30K in 3 days. Okay, so that was number 1. Number 2, to get to 30K in 3 days, I started months ahead of time. So I know that Black Friday every year is an opportunity to give awesome deals and that people are expecting to spend money and buy. So in September, I started talking about Black Friday. I created a pre-sale offer. I said, look, you can buy now and get in at $222, $2,222 ahead of time, and there's a couple bonuses if you do. All right, so I started planting those seeds ahead of time. People started seeing it early. That was really important. Hi, Tamber. You love that. It's so great to have conversations, especially as an entrepreneur. This is like the missing piece. Like, I'm going to get to that, but that was really key. So, started weeks or months ahead. This is a mistake I used to make. I used to come up with ideas, put them out, and sell them and deliver them within the same week. When people are buying from you, they need time to be nurtured. They need time to see it a few times over and over again. They need to hear you talk about it. They need to build that know, like, and trust. And that's something that I shifted recently that's really changed the game for me. I started selling into the future. If I had an exciting idea, I would sell it the day I had the idea, but I would give myself months ahead of time to plan, to prepare, and to promote. All right, so that might be a mistake you're making too, is you're selling things and delivering them like in the same month or week, and it's not giving enough lead time for people to decide if that they want to buy from you. The train tracks need to be built. Yes, absolutely. So that was number 2. Number 3, I learned this from a great sales coach named Alex Hormozi. Many of you probably have heard of him. He has a book called $100 Million Offers. And by the way, you might want to take notes because I'm giving a lot of detail here, so feel free to write these down. So number 3 was I created an offer so good that people felt stupid saying no. This is what he teaches in his book, $100 Million Offers. Create an offer that's so good that people feel stupid saying no. They're like, what do you mean? Like, I have to buy this. This is such a great deal. Like, it's a no-brainer. And so that deal for me was the All Access Pass, which got you access to every tapping course I have. Like, one of those courses alone is worth over $1,000, but you're getting that course, multiple courses, and then all the ones coming up next year. So when people really took the time to read it and understand what was in it, they were like, Jackie, like my one friend who bought, she was like, are you drunk? And I don't drink, but she's like, are you drunk? Like, this is insane. Even my husband, who's a big skeptic, is like, you should buy that. So that was number 3. I made an offer so good people felt stupid saying no. Learned that from Alex Hormozi. And then number 4, I moved. The moment I had inspiration, I moved on it. And my team is here. Big shout out to Amanda Lee Social and Belcro Virtual Solutions. These 2 ladies are my teammates. They're the reason this happened. We worked together this weekend to pull this off. I won't say pull it off. It wasn't a pulling off. It was intentionally created. And when I have an idea, I do not move on it. I do not sit on it. I move right away. So I can guarantee you, somebody here listening, you have some kind of inspiration, some kind of impulse to teach a workshop or to offer some kind of training or to test something out. If there's any advice I can give you, is just to make a move on it. And for me, making a move is often putting it out there on the interwebs, writing a Facebook post. Hey, I have this idea. Is anyone interested? Hey, I'm gonna do a free tapping class. Does anyone want to come? So that's a huge part of creating big weekends like this, big cash sales in a short time, is moving, whether it's a post, whether it's any kind of inspired idea. I'm going to give an example on this later. Like, I had mid-weekend, like on Saturday night, I had an idea to create a visibility workshop, because I made that post. You guys can see it's gotten so many comments, so much traction. I did a post on tapping script for overcoming your fear of being visible or being seen online. And all of a sudden, everyone was like, this is what we want. So I said to my team, we're going to do a workshop on that. We're going to do it in another month or so. And I move on it in the moment. All right. So you can move on things in the moment, but you don't have to deliver them in the moment. That's the biggest shift for me. Okay. Number 5, this one is probably not as popular in the online space and this is what was getting me stuck. People were like, I don't do sales calls. I just attract people. It's kind of like this attitude or energy I find people have. Like, people just come to me, and I have that too. People come to me, people find me. It's awesome. But the 5th thing that I did that's different is I started reaching out to people, number 1, and then following up with them. You've probably heard the saying, the fortune is in the follow-up. I made massive sales this weekend on not just the All Access Pass, but on $6,000 programs, because I followed up. I followed up 3 times with people to let them know, like, hey, this offer is ending. Hey, I'm thinking of you. Hey, do you have any other questions? So if there's one thing that you take out of this, reach out to people and follow up with them. And I know in this online space that it's more glamorous to be like, I don't do sales calls, or I don't do that. But honestly, it works. And I personally like it if someone follows up with me, because it means that they're thinking of me. And I bet you're leaving money on the table by missing this step. So that worked brilliantly for me. I'm seeing some of these messages. Tamara says, this is my favorite part of working with you. You've even shown me as an implementer how I can make it happen energetically and infuse that in the plan. And I will say this really rolled with our team, because when I got in the groove, my team got in the groove. And I know you ladies that are here, my team can speak to this. Like, I would get ideas, and then the team gets ideas, and then you feed off each other's energy, and the life force that's moving through your offers is out of this world. It's a co-creation. It's really fun. Amanda said, yes, be solution centric minded. You have an idea, you don't get hung up on what it means, but take action and create it. You always impress with your speed. Yeah. And I'm not afraid to be imperfect. And I tell people that coming in, there may be links that don't always work right away, but we're right on the ball fixing them as fast as we can. That's what's built this business for me, is taking that inspired action. Yeah, I love when someone follows up with me. Yeah. So a tip on following up, I also learned this from Dan Martell. Open Google Sheets and create a sheet that says is a list of leads. Leads are also known as people. And with your daily 5 opens, so if I'm creating 5 conversations a day, I write down the name, the date, and the name of the person and where I reach out to them. So say it's like, November 28th, Amanda, I connected with her on Instagram. I just leave myself a note. And then at the end of the week, every Friday, I go back through and I follow up. So that list will be golden for you. If you do that for a month, you're going to have plenty of names and plenty of sales that if you follow up with people, like, thanks so much for thinking of me. I totally forgot about that. Is that deal still on? You can start to engage with them. Okay, so that was 5, reach out and follow up. Number 6, this one's a little unconventional, but I tell you, it is so, so powerful. So I really believe in like the action, the kind of masculine, and then the feminine, more spiritual side of sales. And I prayed over my programs. I prayed over the offering, the program, and the people coming in. I literally spoke life into these offers. And I would just close my eyes and I'd be like, dear God, universe, spirit, whatever you want to insert, thank you so much for leading me to the right people, for leading me to the right things and the right things to say at the right time. I infuse massive transformation in these programs. May people enter these experiences and be blown away. May they hear exactly what they need to hear when they need to hear it. May I know what I need to teach them. I started speaking life into my offerings. And as I started speaking life into them, I'd visualize like, people are connecting with each other. This all access pass is like an inner circle. And the women that have been attracted to it, I just can't wait for you guys to all meet each other. Like, the transformations are beyond me and they've already begun. So that was something really cool I started doing. And just sending blessings to my programs and my offerings. When you think about an offering to the world, it's like, it's offering something up. It's saying, hey, here world, I have this thing. And infuse energy into it. Like, infuse love, infuse abundance, prosperity. Put the energy into it and people will feel that, okay? So that was a little unconventional tip, but it definitely worked. Number 7, this one's really important, okay? The moments that I got stuck and in my head, my team can also speak to this, or discouraged, I stepped away, and this is just what I did, but I went to the gym. I moved my body, and I would listen to money trainings while I was doing it. Okay, so one thing to work, like you guys, if you were in on it, you saw my emails. I poured my heart and soul into those emails. I made them entertaining. I made them valuable. I made them fun to consume. And you're like working. And then there hits this moment and you'll feel it energetically where it's like, okay, time to, like, you're accelerating, you're working. It's time to stop and step back a little bit. Take a breath, reconnect with yourself. And if you're in the 21 days of 21K, I have a tapping specifically on this, but I had to step back and go, okay, I need to realign with myself. And I went and I moved my body. And my team said it to me, like, go move your body, because every time I would, a freaking sale would come in. I'm not even kidding you. Like, I'd be like, felt like hours and hours of no sales. I would go move my body. I'd listen to a money training at the same time, and sales would come in. So that's definitely taught me how, especially for women, like our bodies and our energy really impacts the sales process, and our ability to let go and know and trust. I've played all out. It's like an athlete playing on a field, right? Like you play a game, and then you go for an intermission. They need to go step back and take a break and recharge. You come back with fresh energy, new perspective. I came back with ideas. I'm like, we're going to do this. And we would move, and it worked beautifully. So that is number 7. Number 8 is I released money. So in order to receive, I also released. I invested this weekend too. And I kind of noticed this when I felt that also that energy of things were stalled. I was like, is there anything that I need to pay? Is there anything I need to pay off? Is there anything that I want to invest in? I made some big investments this weekend. And when I would move money, money loves to move. So I would release money and then receive money. So that was a really fun one to watch. And I mentioned earlier today in my stories, that same energy of like praying over your programs, praying over your people, also praying over your purchases. Like sending blessings to what you're purchasing and sending gratitude. Like, I'm so grateful that I have the means to invest in myself. I know that the money I'm putting out and putting into this investment is coming back to me tenfold. You get to make the rules and the beliefs around what happens in your experience with money. My purchases, they bless me beyond my wildest dreams. I'm always investing in the right people at the right time. And actually, I closed my eyes and I would visualize whatever I invested in and the people involved with it. I would visualize them surrounding me and supporting my vision. It was super powerful. And I was like, wow, this changed my feelings around how I'm moving money throughout the world. Okay, so that was number 8. Number 9, this is another practical tip, is I tracked everything that came in. So just like I have those lists of names and leads in a Google Sheet, I have a list of names inside, a different list inside Google Sheets where I tracked every single person that came in. So the date they came in, their name, what they paid, like if they on a payment plan or pay in full. And then I asked every single person that came in, I personally reached out and I said, hey, tell me what you would love to experience this year. What would you love to tap on? And then this was the important question at the end, where do you want to be a year from now? So this is starting to, number 1, like plant the seed, set the intention, and get me really clear on, okay, well, what is it that these people need? What can I plan for them in the coming months ahead? So that tracking practice, whether it's your sales, your leads, I also track for affiliates. That is really, really helpful in making a successful sales weekend. Okay, a last tip to get to the 30K in 30 days is I imagined that it was already a done deal. All right, so you've probably heard this before. I actually had somebody message me the Monday prior, and she said to me, and you might get this all the time, she said to me, I'm in for all the things. And I was like, amazing. So I experienced the feeling of someone saying, I'm in for all the things. And that feeling running through your nervous system, running through my body, I was like, holy moly, it already happened. Like I felt someone already buy, even though she hadn't bought yet. The ironic thing was that person didn't end up buying. But the lesson in it was, holy, I imagined and experienced it already happening. I was actually so thankful for her because I experienced it being done. I experienced somebody saying yes before it happened. So whether or not someone messages you and says, I'm in for the thing or not, just imagine them. Imagine someone messaging you and saying, hey, I'm in for your thing. What does that feel like in your body? It's the celebration of it is more exciting than sometimes actually receiving it. It's like, that is so cool. That is so exciting, and allow that energy to move throughout the body. All right, so those are the 10 things that I did. I'll run through them briefly again. I did daily non-negotiables leading up to it. I started weeks or months ahead of time, pre-selling, planning, and promoting. I created an offer so good people felt stupid saying no. I moved on my ideas when they came to me. I reached out and followed up to people. I prayed over the programs, the people, and the purchases. In moments when I got stuck in my head, I went and I moved my body. I invested in myself. I released and received money. I tracked everything that came in, and I imagined it was already done. So the two other things I learned, observed in this, is if you've put work and time into building something, and then you hit this moment where you're like, it feels like crickets, and you're like, is anybody gonna buy? What I observed is that people need time. So Black Friday is often the deal is here for one day and one day only. I found that people needed time, my people anyway, needed time to absorb the information. And then they started buying about 2 days after. We had a couple immediate right away, but about 2 days after, the sales started to flow in. So give people time to consume your offer and give it a deadline. Deadlines help people decide. The other thing I noticed is a lot of your sales will come from people who already buy from you. We had, I think, 3 or 4 people that have never bought before buy, but a lot of people, and I watched Alex Hormozy say this, he said 80% of your sales come from 20% of your people. And so don't be afraid to create things or invite people that are already buying from you into the next thing. Or ask them, what else would they like to receive from you? Because they already love to buy from you. I had someone buy everything I offered you. Like, yes, I'm in for all the things. And so take time to research and ask those people, what else do they want to see? So I hope these were valuable. Which one was your favorite? And as I mentioned at the beginning, I had a fun game invitation that I'm going to share with you. So if you're still here, lucky you get access to this opportunity. So coming into 2024, one of the things that will set you up for success is pre-planning what you're going to do and when. And if you have resistance to doing this, we can tap through that. I can help you through that because I used to as well. But I'm going to host a planning party and a tapping session at the end of December. So December 29th, I believe. It's the Friday at 1 p.m. It's called Tapping into 2024, an EFT and planning party for a prosperous year. And it's 90 minutes. You're going to get a tapping session in the process that I do every year. I'll tell you, this process is a gift that you will give yourself every year because you can look back and map like, whoa, look at my transformation year after year. So we're going to go through a tapping session, and then I'm going to take you through a planning process that I use to set up prosperity months ahead. So you're going into the year already one step ahead. So that is regularly, that's going to be $99 to start off. But because you're here today, you have the opportunity to get in for $29. But there's a couple steps you have to take. So if you want to come and you want to plan for your own 30K month, 30K 3 days, whatever it might be, this class will be for you. If you just want to come to release the year and set yourself up for the next year, this class will be for you. And how you get the $29 is the $29 access is by either sharing this video or sharing my full moon tapping video that I did on Sunday with 3 friends. Okay, so if you share this video or my full moon tapping video with 3 friends, or you can share it to your stories, that can count as one, send me a screenshot or tag me, and I'm going to give you the code. You can come to that end of your tapping class for $29. It's gold. I promise you. The tapping exercise alone I take you through is my favorite. So highly recommend being there. I'm seeing some of your comments. You loved number 7 and number 5. Yeah, moving your body when you got stuck and reaching out and following up. I promise you can make 10 sales in the next 30 days. Dan Martell taught me this. He said, if you want 10 sales by the end of December, just start doing this. All right. Yes, Jen, it is going to be an amazing class. 90 minutes, $29. Come tap with me. You're going to get an amazing tapping process, a PDF, and a little planning party to help set you up for the year ahead. Tambra, your favorite was when you release money, it comes back. Abundance is overflow. I love that money mindset. Yes. You're welcome, Raylan. Will there be a replay of the class? Absolutely, yes. So any of my programs, for the most part, there's always replays if you can't make it live. How do we show you that you sent them? If you just take a screenshot of the conversation and then send it to me in my DMs, and I'll send you the code. Okay, so this is for 24 hours. So from now, the 28th until the 29th, like midnight on the 29th, you can get the $29 code. And then after that, it's $99. It's still amazingly affordable. And it's one of my favorite tapping sessions of the year. So thank you so much. If you have any other questions about the 30K in 30 days, let me know. I will say there was some strategy behind it. So I do work with, they're here right now, Velcro Virtual Solutions and Amanda Lee Social. There was some strategy behind this, in particular email strategy. And I will say I was very, very apprehensive to send that many emails. I was like, I don't want to annoy people, but I had to shift my mindset around that. And I spent a lot more time on those emails giving value. I was like, I'm going to give value, and this is a business. And if people are on my list and are never going to buy from me, then so be it, let them go. And it's too bad if they're going to not stay, because if you guys are on my list, you know I give a ton of value on there. I give you tapping scripts, tapping videos, exercises. I just sent one out today called the bundling baggage technique. It's a tapping technique I teach in tapping school. So if you're on my list, you got that. And so yeah, I just totally shifted my mindset around communicating with people via email. They were not annoying. You love them, Jen. Awesome. I'm so glad. So yeah, share this, share one of the other ones. Also, you can get into the All Access Pass, $333 a month, no brainer, 3333 painful, all access to all my tapping programs and coaching with me for the year and all my upcoming ones, right? So we have tapping in the body, tapping on grief, tapping for kids and parents next year, tapping on core memories. If there's a memory that you need to do some cleanup work around, you get all of that for $333 a month, $3,333 painful. When you painful, you also get a one-on-one with me. It's a great deal. And those of you that are interested in tapping school, we are extending the sale this week, so you can save $500 if you want to get certified for this week. So feel free to message me. Love you guys. This was so fun. And I will see you. I'm going to come back on Friday. I'm going to do a tapping session on Friday at 1 p.m. So I'll post my stories for that. All right, see you later. Bye.